breakfast for a little bit. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. The screen paint that we have on display, this is going to be something new. We're going to add it to the website. I wanted something that we can basically give our customers a little bit more option when it comes to the black technology. We give them two different options where they can have this in a dark gunmetal. Actually, have it in the black 38. They can have it in a dark gunmetal or in the LT, which stands for light gunmetal. Now, like I said, with this product, contrast levels are going to be fair compared to the other darker technologies, but as you've seen in the other demonstration, it produces an amazing contrast level next to gunmetals and darker screens. So let's get this started because, as I said before, I'm going to postpone my breakfast a little bit so we can get this stuff done, get it posted, get it on the website. The sooner we get these tests done, the sooner we can have it available on the website for our customers. All right, so I'm trying to move my stuff in here real quick. So we're done the demonstration. I'll show you the certified screens we have laying against the screen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I did up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 of them laying up against the screen. Let me check. I need to eat, but I'm going to wait and postpone breakfast right now. I'm at 9. Okay, good. We have 9 up there. All right, so this is the certified test. Usually is what we have to go through with all the screen paint products. We're going to make sure how they compare to other screens. Usually when I'm dealing with the darker screens, not so much of having a problem, but when it comes to the lighter screens, what we have here is the lightest one we make. Yeah, I want to make sure that everything is working well. All right, so let's start off with a white level test first.
Tires.
White screen saver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay, now the reason why we do this demonstration is to make sure that the screen is one of a certain white level. We don't want the white level to be too high because then it's going to have a problem when it comes to color and when it comes to contrast. All right, let's go for red. Red screen saver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, we forgot to add really quick, sorry about that. We have to show our meters and the environment before we start testing. That way you can see exactly how much light we're using in the environment. This is a certified meter that we have. As you can see, it's registering nothing. I'm going to turn it off. Put it back on just to show you it's not sitting in hold. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to run it over top of the meter. You will see the meter start to change, showing that the meter is reading. The reason why the meter is having that difficult time because we call this a meter max out zone because there is a ton of light in the environment and we use that to and we introduce the screen to that kind of lighting. Now, if the screen can maintain down here without a problem, then upstairs or outside should definitely not be an issue for the technology. I don't like doing demonstrations in dark environments because, again, you don't know what kind of environment your screen's going to sit in at the end of the day. So to introduce it to as much light as possible is one of the best ideas that you could possibly do. And that's why I've seen a lot of demonstrations out there of people doing dark environments, doing certified screens. This is a very bad idea. All right, let's go over here. Let's go over to blue. That's how blue pulls up. Asking those questions we don't want. We're good, thank you. There's blue. So as you can see, the lighter technology we have has the ability to be able to maintain against certified screens. The reason why is because the screen has several different elements we drop into it. These heighteners we drop to the screen. We don't have to add much of a white heightener to it due to the fact that the screen is already a lighter gray. But we do have to drop in a shifting technology which allows it to be able to shift and produce heavier contrast levels and also to color advanced technology we put into it to produce much more brighter and vivid colors as we do with the gamer screens. All right, so let's come out of here and let's grab a yellow screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So we'll pick some nice bright colors. Like I said, this is very important for this test to be done in a fully lit environment. We need to know if the screen can maintain its colors in a hostile, well-lit environment. Let's go over here and let's pull up any other colors here besides this one right here. Here we go. There's the purple. And let's go to a slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Could you use an Avenger?
There are other Avengers.
I'll get you back on the lunchbox.
There we go. All right, let's go with a sky blue screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
So all these colors are very important because again, it allows us to see exactly where the color levels lay at and why my cat is upstairs running at 100 miles an hour. Okay, let's go over and see any other colors right here. Okay, we pretty much based on that. We need to go through some contrast. So let's bring up the Starfill screensaver. Now I said before, contrast on the screen is going to be fair. It's not going to be at the advanced levels, the darker screens, which are designed to pull heavier contrast levels. All right, let's go over to the goldfish, which is one of the very hard demonstrations to do. You must produce a solid black level in the background. But we want to see how heavier the black levels come up to the certified streams, how they compare. Because we know the screen's not going to pull a contrast over equal to a black screen, but we're going to see how close it comes up compared to the other certified screens laying against it. Okay, let's go with the AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's try that one again. Desired Nature AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
Sometimes you gotta reverse it. It works better sometimes. So here you can see the contrast levels being displayed. See which screen pulls the highest contrast level or equal contrast. So the DMP in the middle basically is pulling a good contrast level. From time to time it does match the gray screen. And mind it, it's a $5,000 projection screen sitting in the middle of the screen, where the technology we have is going to be a little lower because, like I said, we consider this to be a mid-level screen paint. Some people have the high end, they have the mid and the low. This is our mid-level. Even our mid-level can take on quite a few certified screens. Now, I said before, when it comes to our tests are definitely unmatched. We don't see people doing testing in this kind of environment against certified screens in welded environments. As I said before, anytime you are doing any form of contrast demonstrations, they must be done in fully lit environments. White snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
What happens when performance meets power?
So there's our technology white levels. Okay, cottage. those put in. I don't want to hide anything from our customer. That's why I show you everything in a well-lit environment. We don't do smoke and mirrors, so high and expensive projectors. We're using a Chrissy LW401, which is a 720p projector for these demonstrations. And my projector was discontinued in around 2012, so it would probably cost you around like 300 to 270 bucks or something. Not a lot of money. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's why I say too high of a white level means you can't pick up color. Back again over here. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay. We're gonna take the lights out. I'm gonna ask for that sign again. We're good. difference with the lights out. Or change out. So you see the technology can maintain its color even with the lights out. So that means even if we're in a max out zone, the screen can take a ton of ambient light, and with the lights out, the screen can still maintain, or screen paint can still maintain its colors with no problem. Desired nature, AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's do Starfield first. The screen's maintaining its contrast levels. Keep in mind, areas in here are going to be a little more harsh when we do the lights on, due to the fact that the screen is in a max out zone. Desired AK nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
And show you again with the lights out. Now we decided to make a lighter version of the gunmetal. For our customers who may prefer to still want to use lighter gray screens, this is what this technology is designed to do. And just to show you how advanced it is, this is why we're doing the certified test, to show you that we can do 9 certified screens versus our technology lights on or lights off. Our screens can still maintain without a problem. You will not have to spend the money for overpriced expensive projector due to the fact that we can operate on projectors of old models. So you don't need a new model if you don't need one. All right. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
And before we do that first, let's do it real quick.
$6 bonus.
4K white screen saver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Your skin is so soft, baby. We made these soft too. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Here's the snow levels. Or white levels. Let's grab another demonstration right there. 4K snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
screens are having an issue showing detail because they're producing way too much white light. All right, we're gonna knock out 2 demonstrations in one because we still have time here. So next, we're going to be switching over to 1,000 lumens, which I'm setting up right now. So we have the test passed at 4,300 lumens with no problem. The next test we're going to be running is at 1,000 lumens. And we're going to be using a 720p projector, 600 by 800 res. So as I figure out where in the world I just put that projector because we need it for work. Let me see, we need a power cord, number one. Got it. If we have that here, which we should. Let me see, where is she at? She's not there, she's not there. We just had her a few minutes ago. And we need, okay, that sits on top of it, that's why we can find her. Let's find our power supply, and we are in business. Support for that. So put my stuff up. Can't find. We got an ultra short down here already for testing already. So let me see. Where are you? Where's your cord at? The cord needs to be down there, and it should be down here. But here so we can get access to it. Nothing there. Found it. One place we should not put it at. I'm thinking I'm going to keep our cord next to it, and that way I don't have to worry about looking for or hunting it down. All right, let's get this set up. Okay, at least I have enough time to get the certified. We need to do a certified on 4,000 lumens, and we have to do a certified on 1,000 lumens. We have to do this in a fluid environment. Because without this information, we can't design a specification sheet. So we need to know exactly what she's going to play and how she's going to play. If not, we can't do it. This is what we base our specification sheets off. Okay, whoop, I fall over, bird. All right, we'll get the lights on. All right. Now we're going to be at 1,000 lumens. That's where the fun begins. Let's see here. All right, where do I have to have you at to hit this mark? So we're going to have to bring you down. That's good. That's perfect. That worked right there. Perfect. That's good. All right, we're going to be now on our 1,000 lumen projector. This is a low lumen test we have to do in distance throw. I'm going to get my favorite pen. Do it right here. All right, so there it is right there. That's the projector we're using right there. That is a 720p 600 by 800 res. Showing you our meter readings in the environment again for this projector. As always, this is going to be the same thing, but still we need to do this to have it. So at 1,000 lumens, there, maxed out. Our recommendation is going to be 15. We're going to put down our recommendation is always going to be 15. Really? Of all the places, yeah, go stick it. It's there. You get it on this thing. Thank you. All right, so we can have this one record. Max out zone. Let me get the charger out here for a minute. So right now it's tangled up around my stand and does not want to play nice. All right, so here we are. Where the screen sits at from here. So we're gonna roll this on record. And we are at 11 feet from the screen. There's the projector right there. This is the model number right here. This is how much light we're using in the environment. We're completely maxed out. Now, as you can see, well-lit environment, no dark pockets anywhere in the environment, nice and bright. That's the way it's supposed to be. I like doing demonstrations in dark environments. You know, I'm going to do them with the lights out to show you the difference. That's basically about it. All right, so remote control over here. Slow color change out. Color red. So that is the difference between our colors on 1,000 lumens versus we're doing 1,000 lumen projector and a 40 lit environment at max ozone. We need to make sure the screen's going to maintain its color. Purple screen. There we go. Green screen. There we go. And let's go with slow color change out. Starfield screensaver. Good. "4K snow screensaver." this out. Two of these tests knocked out by today. Let me see. Red screen. Blue screen. Green screen. Yellow screen. Slow color changeout. Try 1,000 lumens. 720p, 600 by 800 res, 11 feet from the screen, max out zone. Lights on, lights off test. This is what you're supposed to be seeing when you watch people test screen paints. Exactly. You don't do these tests because their screens have an issue, they won't pull up. That's why. So as you can see, the certified screens we have laying against our screens are multicolored, which means they range from anywhere from silver to light gray to gunmetal, everything. Can't just pick and choose which screens you feel are going to do better. That's cutting corners. That's why they would not do well in any of the form sites we go into, because these questions are going to be asked. Imagine just having 100 versions of me, but a lot more on advanced level. That's what we deal with when we go in there. They ask everything. And that's why I like it. Gives me more of a challenge. Starfield screensaver. Again, we don't need that, thank you. Desire 8K nature. I like to do this when it says very, very, very black contrast. I really like it a lot. So you're probably trying to figure out, how does a screen that's lighter than gunmetal have the ability to produce darker contrast than gunmetal? Well, I told you guys we had this technology called contrast shifting technology that allows our screens, even if they're lighter, even if they're different colors, to be able to maintain a contrast level even next to a certified gunmetal screen. And my projector behind me is only a 100-to-1 contrast ratio. That's it. So not the projector. Doesn't have the capability to do it. So the only thing left is the technology. This is why we advise people to do demonstrations with such low-end projectors, because you can see clearly that the screen is doing all the work. And this is why you have to have comparisons to show that how your screen compares to another more advanced screen. That's why it's important to do your tests that way. But when you're using high-end projectors with heavy counts of contrast and heavy colors, and they're calibrated and they're in dark environments, well, it ain't much of a test. Not at all. I made it quite clear. If I ever decided to make a gray screen paint again, people out here making these great products, you wouldn't stand a chance against it. Now here's the technology right there. 100 lumens, when we're on 1,000 lumens, we got 100-to-1 contrast. That's all we have. And that's what that technology can do against 9 certified screens easily. So imagine that at 4K. Tell me my Lord's not amazing at the end of the day. Okay, well, let's pass this test with no problem. 4K snow screensavers. I don't know why she literally bounces me out of YouTube every freaking time when I ask for this option. Then put me right back into it. What's the point of bouncing me back out? It's gonna put me back into it. Are we even in where we thought we was being? Nope. Literally didn't put us where we was put in. 4K snow screensavers. There we go. I don't know where I asked that. Thank you. So I had to get these two out of the way. We have the distance throw. We're done. Screen is reacting quite well. Nothing really I got to change on it. At the end of the day, everything's going quite well. There's certifies you. And just to add that when you do demonstrations on certified screens, make sure that the surface is clean, making sure the surface is wrinkle free. Because these have this kind of reflective surface. If you get a little curve or bent in that surface, it causes the screen to be able to pick up a darker image. That's what it does. That's what will happen. It'll pick up a darker image. You don't want that. You're going to be fair for the demonstration. If not, they will contact you and they will see you. Now, I've been doing these companies for years, and I've never, only one company we received an email from, and that's Diamond. That's the only one that we received confirmation from that they liked and didn't like. So, a lesson real quick to you people who like to cut corners at the end of the day. You mess with them dogs will bite back. I guarantee you. So you better make sure when you do that demonstration against that screen innovation, you better be in a fully lit environment. You better be in an environment your screen's not used to being in. You better show contrast levels because if they're going to be watching. And if they see that demonstration done unfair, they will contact you. Definitely will. I'll show you the paperwork to vouch for that one. Except for the difference between us is we do everything by the book, just like I'm doing right now. That's why we got the first email saying that our items, our product had potential because they liked what they saw. So if you're advising your product to be this, that, and the other, you need to go against Black Diamond. Okay, let's go over here. Let's get okay, that didn't look good. If he was walking into that environment looking like that, that's not a good sign. That's a sign that maybe something bad might be triggering off. 4K demonstrations. Yep. I start that play. I'm gonna put my certifieds up. We're done. We've already done the short throw. I'm sorry, we've done long throw, and we've done uncertified and the distance throw, which is done. We did it with lights on, lights off. So as you can see, the technology is actually quite amazing. Right now, we're only on a 1,000 projector in a fully lit environment. We're in the max up zone, as you all see. So we tested all of our more advanced screens like you. these up. Now, one of the things I explain to people you gotta watch out for, like I said, when people are doing certified demonstrations, number one, they should not be in the dark when they're doing these tests. These tests need to be done in fully lit environments at all times. Never should be done in the dark at all, period. We do them in the dark to show you the difference, but you have to do them out with the lights on. I don't really like doing tests in the dark, honestly, but we need to show up to our customers what the screen's going to look like, and they're going to be in a dark environment. If they're watching a movie or something like that, the screen's going to be able to maintain with no problem. So that's something that's very important. But to do the entire test, let's put it this way, to do the entire test in the dark, no. You shouldn't do that at all. Poorly lit ambient environments, oh man, so sad. Not even done correctly. That is not enough light. I already know from the door that if any one of those products were to land down here on my doorstep and I painted any of my screens down here, they would not do well. They would wash out in a hot second down here. So, anytime you're watching a certified demonstration, that surface on the screen has a reflective coating on it. So this is rather the reason why we take certain screens, we stick them in the middle, because those screens, if you took it to the left or the right, they get that narrow viewing cone effect on them. But the sample sheet I saw in that video had creases all in it. You're not supposed to lay that against the screen. That screen automatically going to have a problem picking up because you have creases in the screen. Can't use that. That surface has to lay perfectly flat. It can't have no creases in it. Never should do a demonstration like that. But then again, some people will cut corners to make their products look good. But you don't want to mess with them dogs at the end of the day. Them dogs will bite back. All right, we got on 1,000 lumens. We're taking it off. We're gonna switch back over to the big boy projector real quick. We're done here. That's why I read through all the sheets. Some of them come with certain specification sheets with them. Certain screens can't be used with short throw or ultra short throws. Yeah, I hope you didn't use everything, because you can't use certain screens with ultra short throws. They don't work. They don't come up right. I know that the Cinema Grade 5 and 3D, all of them, they don't work with ultra short throws. They don't advise you to use them. All right, what do we got for time? Oh, we did good for time. That's fantastic. So I guess we're going to start setting up for an ultra short throw. So that's good. Have a look at this, see how this is going to pan out. Put you guys over here. can't even see my way up there. Let me see. We're at 16.9. I'll get it all the way over, so that's one thing. I'm gonna have to bring it out as a zoom. Is that the zoom? I don't know. Oh, that's the zoom. This is gonna be interesting. No. Come out of equal altogether. The remote control is right there, Jack. Why do you ask for remote control when the remote control is clearly in the same room? Where is that? How can you not detect it? Like, seriously. Right there. You can't detect it. Okay, let's see. Okay. Really? You just don't want to go, do you? Go forward, please. Thank you. Oh, man. So we're going to do the ultra short throw demonstration. And we're doing it to the maxo zone. Let's see if the projector can maintain. Shoot again. This is the meter. Turn it off. Put it back on again. It's maxing out. And we have to make sure the screen can pick up from the sides, which is very important. So we got pretty much a lot done. We got the long throw, 4,000 lumens. We're able to get the ultra short throw, which we're doing right now. We did certify on 1,000 lumens, and we did certify 4,000 lumens, and we did it all in the max out zone. All projectors that we use in the demonstration are 720p. Now some people say, well, the contrast, again, I explained to you. You want a lighter screen, guess what? This is where gunmetal screens and heavier, darker screens have a strong point because they can produce a heavier contrast level. You see, like I said, it's a give and take world. You know, if you take away the contrast, then the white levels go higher. And if you want higher contrast levels, then the white levels have to drop a tad. It's a give and take. You can't have both. But then again, like I said, we are in a max out zone. So we'll do these demonstrations again upstairs. Same environment. We have more lighting upstairs still in our environments than anybody else has in their demonstrations.
As a Main Street bank.
The reason why we're showing you everything up front, because you need to see this. I'm not going to come in here and darken the environment. I'm not going to use an over high-end projector to make the screen look fantastic. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to show you exactly what you are getting at the end of the day. The reason why you're seeing the screens do that, because they go in with a high-end, high-powered projector. They darken their environments. They don't do max-out zones. And you end up buying the product, get it home, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do because they falsify the entire demonstration instead of showing you what the screen is capable of doing, which you should have done from day one. This is why when we give them challenges for 1 year swap outs, they refuse to do it because they know they have to depend on that projector in order to get that image. Now, any projector that you're going to be using is going to be far better than this one, mind you. This is an old NEC ultra short throw projector. I paid $139 for it. At least you know at the end of the day, you're not being lied to. Show your angle. That's how much light's near the screen. Come over to the other side. The heck was that? To break open Mr. Laid Me Down. Let's see what we got going on top of it. Back. Neighbor's moving stuff next door. I guess he must have got something new for the downstairs. Nice. We got a jukebox. Pretty nice. He told me he's turning the because of COVID, he's turning this basement to a bar. Because you know you can't go to the bar anymore like he wants to. So he got a jukebox machine. I know I heard something. I was like, what was that? So I had to break open and lay me down. All right, let's get the lights out. And then we'll do some normal demonstrations because we pretty much blew through everything. I'll go upstairs and set it up in the normal room, normal lighting, and fire it off. Taco Bell, Taco Bell. My cat is strange. My cats are strange. Now, normal lighting we have upstairs, this is what it'll look like. It'll look like down here in the dark, but upstairs it'll look like this. I guarantee you, watch. Down here, different story. Again, the screen has to take in all that light they needed to, so we can see exactly how the screen's going to react. That's why we had to put it through the certified screens to see how it's going to react. The certified screens has to be introduced to all that light. That's why I explain y'all in demonstrations, when you see people doing these tests, the room is supposed to be well lit. At the end of the day, my customers can use their screens in fully lit environments, and I'm still watching these same demonstrations in the dark. Now we do this because we want to show you what the projectors look like with the lights out. I started adding that in there because usually I don't. Because everybody should know if a screen can survive with the lights on, it can definitely do it with the lights off. I still don't understand. I talk to people and they talk about, well, we don't know if it's ultra short though compatible. A white screen is ultra short though compatible. The only reason why you get into the ultra short though compatible is because when you have certain surfaces that have that reflective surface, they don't do well with ultra short though or short those. They go dark around the edges. So people realize that when they bought one of these screens, go home and they set them up and they go to look at the screen goes dark on them, or it's picking up nothing at all. It's because those particular screens are not ultra short though compatible because they have a reflective surface attached to them. But any screen paint at the end of the day is going to pick up on an ultra short throw. Anyone, even the ones we make over here, we can make fake demonstration or fake screen paints out of black and white paint all day long. Every last one of those will pick up on an ultra short throw, whether you lean from the left or the right. It's the reflective surface that cancels out the ultra short throw and doesn't give the ability to be able to pull the image up, and it comes up dark. That's what it comes down to. But for some reason, this incorporated over into screen paint. No, certain projection screens have this issue. Screen paints should never have this issue because they don't have a reflective surface. That's where that came from. But still, you'll have somebody contact you saying, well, it will pick up on an ultra short throw projector. Yeah, a white screen will pick up on an ultra short throw projector. It's just that when you have that reflective surface, no. And it says it right there. When you buy the manual or basically of any certified screen, it will sit there and say, do not use on ultra short throws, they will tell you, or short throw projectors. They have a special screen for that. That's where all that came from. Like everybody calibrating. You know how old calibrating is? You crack a history book every once in a while. Calibrating projectors came out when white screens were around, and white screens have been around since the solid era. Now, I doubt they were calibrating screens in the solid era, but that's how long white screens have been out around that time. Now, technology we have today, why are you calibrating a projector? Honestly, why? Well, I'm trying to get the colors right. You're trying to get the colors right because your screen can't see the screen correctly. That's why. That's the problem. Not your projector, it's your screen. If you got to calibrate a projector, at the end of the day, it is your screen that's having an issue. Can't get the colors to pull up correctly. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I don't know. Colors just not working. And they were working 5 minutes ago. They're not working. Yeah, your screen can't pick up color. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Can't see color. And consider the comparison of how much colors projectors produce now than what they were producing back in 2012 and way back then. With not a huge difference. So you really should not be having that issue at all. No, not really. That means your screen's having a problem. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with your projector, it's your screen. I don't got no new projectors over here. I got no 2017s or 2022s or 21s. I got old projectors over here, and we don't have that issue. Let me see. I want to take this one out. Yeah, we're taking that one out. Definitely. Now, I have the option, if I want, I can go upstairs, I can turn on all my projectors from one end to the next, and I can walk through my environment, have my windows open, watch TV, go upstairs to my office, turn all my lights on, watch 3 projection screens at the same time, go into the next room, fire a projector, hit the wall, right next to a window, and watch a movie. How many of y'all can do that? See, you know what I mean? And all my projectors are old. They're not new projectors. None of them are calibrated. None of that nonsense. But I can do that. Y'all have to be in dark environments. Y'all can't do that because the screen is having the issue. Nothing wrong with the projector. It's the screen having the issue. And the higher the lumen count you go, the faster your screen washes out. So lumens can't help you out either. That's the first common mistake that I see people make when they have gray and white screens. They go out and get a projector with an insane lumen count, and they'll say, well, if I get a higher lumens, I'll be able to pick up the image. Because you think the environment. Because the environment has so much light, it has something to do with the fact that you can't pick up the image. No. Screen's having that issue. All you did was just get a more high power projector and just add more misery to your already condemned problem already. Hitting the screen with more light is not going to help you. It's just washing it out even faster. That's all you're doing. It's not going to help you. I sat there and said right there from the door, gray screen paints don't pick up. We can pick it up. We got 4,000 lumens. We can pick up easy. But then again, we can take out certifieds too at the same time, which we just showed you. And we can do it at 1,000 lumens and drop it in the dark and still outperform them in contrast levels, white levels, and color. So I can sit back there and say that about my technology because I just did that test a few minutes ago.
When we agreed to be roommates, we said no romantic.
Now, I'm going to show you why 38s got their reputation. This right here, as you can see, it's like gunmetal. Now this will give you an understanding. It will give you a deep, deep understanding for you naysayers. It's a wake-up call for you. That technology we have there, that we just displayed a few minutes ago, can take out a certified easily with no problem. And that's considered to be a mid-gray screen. The screen you're seeing next to it is a 38 Black Widow, which has the ability to produce one of the highest contrast levels of any black screens we've ever developed. Now, how would it be possible, you gotta keep up with me here, that you were able to beat a 38 Black Widow when this screen by itself could easily take out everything you have? Mine, like I said, took out certifieds with no problem. See, this is how we know at the end of the day that people do all these fake demonstrations at the end of the day versus our products, and we know what black paint looks like at the end of the day next to our technology. But as I said before, this great technology we have here, this light gray gunmetal technology, can easily take out certifieds with no problem. And if it can take out a certified with no problem, and you've never done these demonstrations, then it could easily walk over everything you have without a problem. That's a 38 next to it. So if that's the case, it would be able to outperform the 38, wouldn't it? Nah, it's not gonna happen. 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
So I'll come back in and we're gonna do side by side, 38 against the light gunmetal. Oh, this is gonna be really, really fun. Gotta go. Thank you for your time and God bless.